Hello, y'all. This is Jocasta Lester. In this video, I want to talk to you about how they're willing to make your child a freak, a sideshow attraction of a sensual form. And they're willing to thrust your children or your child into something that's so grotesque and outside of anything that anybody understands in order to convey hatred. They hate people so deeply that they're willing to effectively. I had a nightmare and I just heard something in my spirit, so I'm talking to you about it. I'm telling you, they're willing to make your children, if they could, a faceless, sensual object. Okay? Um, a lot of those masks, the things they were doing with the masks, my baby, I'm telling you, I've been freaking out. Now I'm gonna tell you something. There are things that happen between a man and a wife called a prostitute. There are people that go out and they commit adultery. Okay? You don't know, in some cases, that the person that committed adultery against you was out there having actual family time with another person. In other words, they decided that they wanted to leave you and have a whole new family elsewhere. You think you're still married. They're over there going on vacation and things, and you don't know why. You don't know why this person is not available. They make it so undetectable that they're abnormally free with their money with you. In other words, it's almost like you wouldn't know that they were doing this because they gave you basically access to all of their money so that it's hard to trace. But what you didn't calculate, what you didn't add in or factor in, is that the independent woman push was designed to get women's empowerment, right? But these same women have issues, dad issues and things. Some of them were prostitutes. Some of them, when they get on top, they're going to pay for your meals. In other words, the songs, the lifestyles, they encourage the women to be more liberal with their spending with men. So that women that felt like they were bossing up, oh, if they got them a male that was a married man and they're paying for everything. In other words, it was untraceable because they weren't paying for it. Whoever they were dealing with outside of your life, outside of your knowledge, was funding it so that you wouldn't find it in his bank account. You wouldn't find it in their life because they're basically spending money. No, their girlfriends were paying for them. They were flipping the bill, putting the bill rather. So I say all of that to say this, okay? This stuff has been really scary, has been really atrocious. Today I was working at a banquet and I saw a girl touch a juice bottle. And after she had finished touching it, there were little specks that looked like worms. The specks themselves were about, I say, let me see, they were under a centimeter, but maybe like somewhere between 5 and 7 millimeters, okay? So, and there was like one bottle that had like maybe one on it, and the second bottle had like maybe 5 or 6 of them there. So I saw this, and I'm like, okay, there's witchcraft involved. There's all types of things. But I say all of that to say this, okay? It's more than meets the eye to this life. There's spiritual things going on. There's carnal things going on. There's dark people all over the place. Some of them that are terroristic with witchcraft. I say all of that, and I know I got a little off track. I was trying to talk about something, but I forgot what I was talking about. But check this out. All of this to say that there are people who aren't who they say they are. There are things that aren't the way that they said they were. And there are places where they do things that they prefer to do. Okay? So I was serving at a banquet today. And there was a the Pythias Night Lodge or something. They're like the Freemasons and the Eastern Star, but they're like a white group that apparently meets in Suffolk. And similar to the Bohemian Grove, what you people don't understand is that these groups that do things for quote unquote kicks and giggles and for fun, They come to places to partake of the attractions of the area. So I don't know exactly where my son is in terms of where my ex-husband has him or had him. But I'm telling you, I'm not cooking this up. This is all what's pieced together based on what I've been hearing in my spirit and seeing, okay? I believe that there are hotels that they come to, and those hotel parties that they talk about, I think that they take place in places that are typical like Hollywood, but off the grid like Suffolk, Virginia. There are places where I've heard Babylon, and then after I hear Babylon, I hear what is apparently what may or may not be the thing that's bothering my life, okay? My son doesn't bother my life. The transgression does, and this is a big transgression. So, there is a Suffolk airport, where it's an executive airport. There are these abandoned houses that I've seen from place to place. And the word that I've seen frequently is executive, enterprise, different things that, they brought close to me in life. So, I know this is far-fetched, but I believe that they have certain at-risk people that they target and they use to garner carcass for their different things that they would prefer to partake in that are in direct opposition to God. Okay? So that if they had the opportunity to steal a real Christian's baby and to do God knows what with that baby, I believe that there are they who have that as an interest. Okay? I would hope that they don't exist. I would want to speak them out of existence. But I think that it's sometime prior. Like I heard that they have what is a child in their possession that they use in a sensual way that does things with harlots and then goes on to eliminate offspring. Okay. So I don't know if they've done this, but I believe that is their scheme against my home. So with that said, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. In other words, it's like a sick and twisted and sadistic game of evil where it's like they're taking a ride on Babylon. Okay? So have a blessed and marvelous day and repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Similar to the Roman Colosseum, there's rich people who have means, who have enforcers, soldiers, and centurions who are willing to put people through gross and grotesque games for their amusement because they're able to do things openly and to basically demonstrate to people that they believe that they are God when they are not. So have a blessed and marvelous day and repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and understand that there is a historical precedent that exists. Got it? So take care.